What is up, guys, and welcome back to Rise and Thrills. Today we're here at Hersheypark on Friday, April 24th. It is about 7 o'clock right now. The park opened at 6 for their Hersheypark Season Pass holder welcome back event. So today we're here, of course, at Hersheypark, and we're going to get in the park. And it's super nice that they have this event. It's only open to season pass holders. Now, of course, in recent years, as you can see by the parking lot, they have added a lot of season pass holders to their system. So a lot of people come to this event. There's a lot of season pass holders. So it used to be you could get on rides like walk-ons on everything, and it wasn't bad waits. I don't think it's going to be horrible waits tonight, but we're going to have to wait a bit because it is, there are going to be some waits just because they've added so many season pass holders, and I think the majority of pass holders come to this event. So there is going to be a lot of people here, but it's still going to be less than a normal operating day. So I'm excited to get in the park and see what all we can get on here for the season pass holder welcome back event. So let's get in the park and have some fun. Okay, guys, we just got into the park. We're heading straight to Candemonium. It has like no wait, so this is great. Okay, guys, just got off of Candemonium. Rode on row 2, second from the right seat. Yeah, of course, it was running great today. They are only running 2 trains, but even with 2 trains, it's literally a walk-on. There's no wait. Really, in the park at all, there's no wait. So I'm glad I came today. I was debating whether or not I wanted to come, honestly, because it's like I saw previous years, there was some pretty long lines, and a ton of people came, but this year, there's not many people. I mean, there are a lot of cars in the parking lot, but it's, that doesn't really tell anything. But overall, it was a fun ride on Candemonium. Okay, guys, just got off a ride on Comet. Rode on row 7, right seat. It was a great ride, of course. Of course, I don't like that they removed the buzz bars. The buzz bars were a lot better. I don't know why they had to. I do not know why they had to, replace the restraints with, I guess, a more modern restraint. But it's just annoying. These new restraints are so annoying. I hit my right leg on the side of the restraint so much on the ride. It'd be so much better if it had buzz bars. But overall, I mean, other than the restraint issue, I had a great ride on Comet, and I definitely enjoyed it. But it'd just be nice if they fixed that issue, and it'd make it a lot nicer of a ride. They're not going to do anything about it soon, but hopefully the next time it comes time to redo Comet, give it a new life or whatever, hopefully they'll go back to the buzz bars. But then again, like I say, I can always just go over to Knoebels and do Phoenix if I want a buzz bar experience. But overall, it was a great ride on Comet. Okay, guys, now we're going to get a ride on Jolly Rancher Remix because there's literally no wait at all. So this will be great getting on it. So yeah, we'll see how it is. Like I said, literally no wait. And I honestly don't ride this that often, but might as well get a ride on it. So let's see how it is in 2026. Okay, guys, just got off of Jolly Rancher Remix. Rode on the second to back row left seat. It was a great ride, of course. I don't see why so many enthusiasts give boomerangs such hate. I know a lot of them are pretty janky, and if they don't have a vest restraint, they're not the best. But I mean, this is probably the best boomerang from what I've heard. But I don't see why it gets so much hate. I mean, yeah, it is pretty jerky, and it's not the best ride, but I definitely enjoy them if I don't ride them too much, because if you ride them too much, it's kind of like, yeah, it's not enjoyable. But every once in a while, a ride on a boomerang can be enjoyable, and I definitely enjoyed this ride on Jolly Rancher Remix, and I had a lot of fun. Okay, guys, now we're going to get a ride on Wildcatch Revenge because there is literally no wait. Well, there is a bit of a wait in the station, but no more than 2 trains you'd have to wait and you're on it. So let's get on it and see how Wildcatch Revenge is. I rode it recently, but, it's just good to get it on. It's good to get on it as often as possible, so let's see how it is. Okay, guys, just got off a ride on Wildcatch Revenge. Sat on row 3, right seat, of course. Great ride. Wildcatch Revenge is finally running up to full speed at this point in the season. Earlier on in the season, it wasn't quite running at full speed, but now it's finally running at full speed. Okay, guys, so an update on Bayside Pier and all the new stuff they're adding to the water park. They have all the cabanas up here, but they don't have any, sorts of, they have the cabanas up there, and they have a few of those palm tree things that have water, a few of those palm tree things that have fountains coming out of them, and you know, some other stuff, but it's not completely finished yet. They still have a bunch of work yet to do, but you know, they have over a month, so they should have that done in a timely manner. But you know, it looks like it'll come out to be a good addition for 2026. Okay guys, now we're going to get a ride on Storm Runner. The weight isn't too bad. Now granted, they're only running one side, so it's worse than it looks, but you know, it's not horrible, so let's see how it is. This will be my first ride of the season on Storm Runner. Okay guys, just got off of 2 rides on Storm Runner road. The first ride was on row 8 right seat, and the second ride was also row 6 right seat. So you know, it's great to get back on Storm Runner for the 2026 season. Of course, that rollback, or not, sorry, not rollback. That flying snake dive is, you know, great. It's always great when you get back on Storm Runner and experience that flying snake dive when it's been a while since you've experienced it. But overall, you know, a great ride. It's running pretty good. You know, obviously I wish that they'd run both trains, but you know, it is how it is. And they're only running one train right now, but later on in the season, I'm sure they'll go back to that 2 train ops. And of course they were both night rides, pretty much night rides. Yeah, they were both night rides, and you know, I really did enjoy Storm Runner, getting back on Storm Runner for the first time this season. So it's been a while since, like, before Memorial Day, or sorry, before Labor Day last year, since I've ridden Storm Runner. So it was great to get back on Storm Runner. Storm Runner is always better when you ride it. Always better when you ride it for the first time. You know, after a while, obviously, it's like you get kind of used to it, but it was great getting back on Storm Runner for the first ride of the 2026 season, and I got 2 rides on it, like I said, and I definitely really enjoyed it. Okay guys, let's think now I'm going to get a ride on Skyrush, because it literally has no weight, so let's see how it is. Okay guys, just got off of Skyrush. I rode on row 3 left wing seat. Of course, it was a great ride. I definitely enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. You know, first night ride on Skyrush of the season, and it was a great night ride, and like I said, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, like I said, I rode on row 3 left wing seat, and of course I had a lot of fun. Definitely enjoyed it, and it's definitely great to get night rides on Skyrush. Okay guys, now we're heading out of the park. Had a great day, of course, here today. You know, got on a couple rides. Ideally I would have gotten on more, but we didn't get here right at park opening, so that kind of translated out through the whole visit. You know, it was a short visit. They were only open for what, 3 hours today. I feel like in the past, the pass holder event was from 5 to 9. I feel like it was. Maybe that's just my imagination. But I feel like this is new this year, that it's from 6 to 9. But maybe I'm just imagining that. But overall, like I said, I had a great day. You know, got on a couple of rides. You know, Wildcat, Canon, Skyrush, Storm Runner twice, and Remix. So, you know, I had a fun day. You know, for the amount of time I was here, which was less than 2 hours, I think I got on a good amount of rides. Like I said, if I was here at opening, I think I could have gotten on a lot more, just because then, you know, I would have been able to get on the first ride, like a walk-on, basically. I mean, and all of the rides were basically a walk-on today, so I guess it wouldn't really have mattered. But overall, like I said, I had a fun day, and, you know, I'm happy with what I got on. We'll probably be back here tomorrow, if not, definitely Sunday. So, you know, more of a visit probably. But overall, like I said, even though it was a short visit, I had a lot of fun during this visit. You know, yeah, because there was a huge crowd. you know, because it's just pass holders, and probably not even 50% of the pass holders were here today. There weren't a ton, honestly. Compared to previous years, there were not a ton by any means. But had a lot of fun, like I said. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you go down and do that. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things that you gotta do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do that. Hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.